Hello everyone and welcome to the most up-to-date 2025 tutorial of SellerAmp. This is a tool that I've been using for a few months now and it's going to help you with your Amazon sourcing, profit working out and all that sort of stuff. So let's dive straight into the tool right now. At any time if you want to get the 2-week free trial, hit the link below, get a 2-week free trial for SellerAmp. So this is what happens once you download the Chrome extension for SellerAmp SaaS, and as you can see it pops up there on the right of your screen. So first thing you'll notice here is all the toggles at the top here. So we've got the flash thing here, we've got the alarm bell here, and what this does is it toggles you down straight away like a quick view, if you like, if I say so myself, to any one of them sections down there. But let's just go through them one by one for you. So the next thing you'll notice down here is obviously the picture and then the title and then the ASIN. So you can copy that ASIN at any time by clicking that button there. You'll also notice these little squares here, that the dimensions of the product, the description there. We've got an open product, Amazon product page link there to take us to the Amazon page. We've got the search for on Google tab there, which searches it just like that on Google, which is really cool. And then we've got the open in SellerAmp SaaS desktop version here, which basically gives you a breakdown of everything on the Chrome extension, but in bigger formats. So we can do like stuff like this and open up the chart just like that, which is really, really cool, just to see it in a bigger format like that. But let's go back to the page here. So that's what them little toggles do there. The first section here is the quick info section. So you connect it to your Amazon and it tells you if it's private label, tells you if it's eligible to sell it. If not, you can request to sell it there. You can request to open that category. You've also got the BSR here. So what BSR is this? Top 2%, for example. Estimated sales per month. So there's only one on this because it's just been launched. The maximum cost to buy it. That's based on the criteria that you enter in the settings in the background, which we'll go over in a minute. And then you've got the cost of goods section here. So let's type in 1 and then whatever profit is left, it will tell you what ROI that is and margin and everything like that, guys, so based on the sale price there. So let's scroll down. So we've got the alerts here. Once again, the eligibility. You can sell this. That means that you're not gated from this brand. But obviously check for private label, and as we can see, this probably is a private label, so you need to cross-reference the private label section there and also the eligibility there. Just because you can sell it doesn't mean you can sell it, if that makes sense, if it's private label. We've also got the hazmat section here. Is it hazmat? No. Dangerous goods, that's still loading, but that will go in a second. Private label, this product has a few historic sellers, which is signed to be a private label. So it actually gives you a sign if it's private label or not. Sometimes, especially if you're doing arbitrage, you can't tell if it's private label if you're a new seller. So it's a good idea that it gives you a note there of if you are or not. We've also got the Amazon sharing the buy box, never on the listing. So it tells you if Amazon's ever on the buy box, because obviously if they are, you can't compete with them all the time. So it tells you there that it's never on the listing. If they were sharing the buy box but on the listing, it would tell you. If they weren't sharing the buy box, it would also tell you there. So it's really cool, that AI stuff that's connected to this. You've also got the IP analysis there. So there's no known IP issues right now. So this is connected to the SellerAmp SaaS database of IP issues, and this brand hasn't got any connected to it. Also got the size there. So is it a standard size? Because if it's oversized, then it will really impact the fees and obviously the shipping and cost and everything like that. So it tells you what size it is. Also the meltable. Is it meltable? No. So you're not going to have to worry about not being able to send this item in summer or anything like that, like you would with a chocolate item. So the low price fee there, low price FBA fee in effect. So it tells you this has actually got a low priced FBA fee because it's a tiny item, so that's really cool, good to know. So this could be a great item to sell at a lower price in volume, and then there's no variations there, guys. Over this section here, down to this section here, we've got the offers, so what's live currently on Amazon or what's recent, so it shows you if there's anything recently that's been out of stock or just the current live offers. I usually toggle it just live because I want to see what's going on, but it's good to see the historic ones there as well. You can do all offers or prime only offers. If you're selling prime, you're pretty much only competing with prime sellers generally, because most people want to buy prime, so that's good to toggle there on and off. You can see the offers there, the FBA offers, the amount of stock from other sellers as well, and the amount of ROI and profit after all fees. We've got the charts here, which I just showed you, so I'm not going to show you that again, but you can open up the chart in a new window. Well, I will show you quickly. And then it gives you a really good breakdown like that. You can view the chart on Keeper as well, which connects directly to Keeper if you've got that. You can look back for a year, look back all time. You can zoom in, and then we can figure out a little bit more of a deep analysis of this product here on the charts. I haven't used Keeper for a long time because I use items like this. I mainly do private label and stuff like that though, so I don't need that keeper. You can look back for the ranks and prices, the toggle up here as well. As it's a new item, as you can see, there's not really much to show here, guys, but the price has always been $5.99 historically. Keeper BSR drops in the last 180 days is only 6, which means it's not selling very many. Generally, look back for 180 days. That should be a lot of drops if it was a fast seller. So it gives you a good idea of how many items this is actually selling per month. Generally, a drop means a sale or a few sales. So last check 4 days ago, we can refresh that. And as you can see, we've refreshed it. And now there's actually been sort of more updates there. As you can see, last 30 days, 2 drops. So that's quite cool, actually. So you can update that anytime, refresh it if you're keeping an eye on a product. The next thing down here is the profit calculation as well. So we can do by FBM or FBA. So FBM cost, we can type that in. Let's pretend it's £2. And then it gives you the new profit and ROI based on that. But let's just pretend it's FBA for now. And then we're storing this for 3 months. It will take all them fees into account for you there, guys. If there's any VAT in fees or anything like that, this is what you input into the settings over here in the background, which I'll show you in a minute. So all the settings will, if you're VAT registered, it will come off there. Any VAT due, it will show you here, but we haven't input that we're a VAT registered seller, so it's not actually showing anything up right now, guys. We've got the break-even price, all of this good stuff here, guys. So this gives you a really good breakdown. You can also type in, let's say, if we want to buy 20 of them, and it will show you how much we're going to make in total down here, including all costs and everything like that. Estimated Amazon payout £4 per item there, guys. We can also do the Google Sheets. You can export all this stuff to your Google Sheet. You can add notes to this product, export that to the Google Sheet as well, and also save that to this listing. So anytime you click on this listing, click on SellerAmp, this note will be stored. So let's say buy 4 a month, let's say it's for your team and you want to save that and buy this as a replen, hit that, click save. Every time you come onto this listing, click the note section here, your team or you will be able to see that note there. So yeah, that's really cool. You could put in your max price you want to pay for it or whatever. You've also got the details here. So let's say there's a store that you buy this from or a retailer that sometimes it's on sale. You could copy and paste that there, click save. Once again, that's connected to this ASIN from your SellerAmp. So you've got all them details that you can keep aside for this product at any one time. So that's really cool. If you hit the discounts there, 10% for example, it will also deduct from your profits and everything like that, all the discount coupon codes. So that's cool. And you can also add this product directly to your Amazon Seller Central by clicking this link here. So that's really, really cool, actually. So you can actually add it without having to go into your Seller Central. Guys, all of this stuff you need to put in your settings in the background, and they will reflect whether you're VAT registered and all that stuff, and additional costs, all prep fees and stuff like that. Hit that, and then all of that stuff will reflect on your profit over here, guys. You can also click that if you want it to not show on the product page if you're looking at it, SellerAmp, and then click it again if you want it to show up. And then if we type in £1, let's type in £1 just like that. As you can see, it is now showing not very good profit and it's taken £1 off it. Why? Because I went into the settings and I added that it's £1 cost per prep fee per item. Therefore, anything that you add into the settings will reflect on this main page and then give you the outcomes on this main page from your profit analysis. So, guys, I hope that makes sense. Get the 2-week free trial on the link below, and I will see you very soon.